Hey there, beautiful souls. It's Crystal, and welcome back to another episode of Sparks of Sunshine. So, let me ask you, have you ever had one of those moments where everything just seems to line up perfectly? Maybe you're thinking of a friend you haven't heard from in a while, and suddenly you get a text from them, or you keep seeing the same number over and over, like 1111, and it feels like a little wink from the universe. Today, we're diving into the idea of synchronicity, those magical, meaningful coincidences that make us feel like the universe is giving us a little nudge or a reminder. It's like the universe has its own way of communicating with us, leaving us hints and signs if we just take a moment to notice them. So if you're ready to explore what it means to tune into those little messages, embrace a bit of mystery, or maybe even add a sprinkle of magic into your everyday, then let's dive in. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is synchronicity? You might have heard it described as meaningful coincidences, those moments that feel a bit too perfect to be random. It's like life's way of sending us a little message, a gentle nudge that says, "You're on the right path," or simply, "I see you." Have you ever had one of those times where you're thinking about something, like, say, a song you haven't heard in ages, and then it just randomly plays on the radio? Or maybe you're in a moment of doubt and then you see a sign that just feels like reassurance, like repeated numbers or a word that stands out. Synchronicity can show up in so many forms, big or small. And here's the fun part. It doesn't always have to be deep or life-changing. Sometimes it's just a simple reminder that there's more going on than meets the eye. That we're connected to something greater. Synchronicities remind us to stay curious and open because you never know when the next little wink from the universe might appear. So as we go through today's episode, think about any moments where you've noticed synchronicity in your own life. Maybe they're subtle or small, but they're still there. These little threads connecting our experiences in unexpected ways. Now let's talk about some of the small ways these signs and synchronicities can show up in our daily lives. The beauty of these little winks from the universe is that they don't have to be huge or life-changing. They can be simple, everyday moments that just make you pause and smile. For example, have you ever noticed repeated numbers like seeing 1111 or 333 at just the right moment? A lot of people believe that these numbers have specific meaning, like 1111 signaling alignment or 333 representing support. But even if you don't attach a particular meaning to them, there's something comforting about seeing a familiar pattern. It feels like a little hello, a reminder that maybe there's more to the moment than we realize. Or maybe you keep hearing a certain song everywhere you go. You're driving, it comes on the radio, then you walk into a store and you hear it again. Sometimes these little patterns can feel like they're trying to tell us something. They can serve as a gentle reminder to check in with ourselves or to stay open to what life brings our way. And these signs don't have to be limited to numbers or songs. They can be anything that resonates with you. Maybe it's like seeing a specific animal, like a koala bear, every time you're feeling down, or a friend's name popping up just as you're thinking of them. These moments are a reminder to slow down, stay present, and notice the small ways the universe might be nudging us. So think about what resonates with you personally. Is there a sign, a symbol, or a pattern that always catches your attention? These little signs can add an extra layer of connection and magic to our everyday lives. Like the universe is gently saying, "I'm here with you." So, how can we become more open to these signs and synchronicities in our everyday lives, right? Well, the good news is that tuning in doesn't require any special skills. It's more about slowing down, paying attention, and creating a little space for curiosity. One simple way is to start by setting an intention at the beginning of your day. It doesn't have to be anything major. Maybe something like, today I'm open to any signs the universe wants to show me. Just a small acknowledgement can make us more aware of what's happening around us. Another great way to tune in is to notice what catches your attention. Often it's those things we keep seeing, hearing, or thinking about that carry a message for us. If something makes you pause or stand out in some way, take a second to wonder, what could this mean for me? Sometimes it's just a little nudge to shift our focus or reassure us that we're on the right track. And let's not forget about gratitude. When we recognize and appreciate these moments, we're more likely to notice them in the future. You don't need to overthink it. Just a quick acknowledgement can go a long way. You might say thank you for this little reminder, or simply smile and keep moving. The more we engage with these signs, the more natural it becomes to spot them. So, before we wrap up, let's talk about something important. Not every sign or synchronicity has to hold some deep, hidden meaning. Sometimes it's just about having a little fun with these moments and seeing them as light-hearted reminders that there's a bit of magic in the world around us. Think of it this way. Signs and synchronicities are like playful nudges from the universe to stay curious and open. They don't have to be serious, and we don't have to overanalyze them. Maybe you see a certain animal or number pattern and just take it as a reminder to smile or slow down for a second. These moments don't need to have all the answers. They're just little ways to feel connected to the flow of life. And when we approach it with a light-hearted attitude, we're more likely to notice even more of these moments. It becomes less about trying to find meaning in everything and more about letting life surprise us. When we're open to fun and the mystery of it all, we end up with a collection of small, magical memories that make the journey even more enjoyable, right? So as you go through your week, maybe keep an eye out for those little signs and let yourself enjoy the playful side of it all. Not every message has to be life-changing. Sometimes it's enough to just smile and say, I see you, universe. After all, life's mysteries are meant to be enjoyed. All right, beautiful souls. Before we wrap this up, I've got a little challenge for you this week. Every day, take a moment to notice if any signs or synchronicities pop up around you. It could be something small. Maybe you keep seeing a certain number or a familiar song plays just when you need a boost. Try to look at these moments as little winks from the universe, a reminder to slow down and stay open. Here's the fun part. Don't overthink it. Just notice, enjoy, and see if it brings a little extra spark to your day. Take a mental note of how it makes you feel, whether it brings you comfort, makes you laugh, or gives you something to reflect on. These little signs can add a spark to your routine if you're open to it. And that's a wrap, beautiful souls, on today's episode. I hope this episode brought a bit of magic to your day and reminded you to look out for life's quiet, mysterious moments. Synchronicities, those little meaningful coincidences, are like treasures waiting to be noticed. They add a sense of connection and a reminder that we're part of something bigger, even in the ordinary parts of our day. So as you move through the week, stay open to those little signs and winks from the universe. You don't have to carry big meaning to be special. They're just here to bring us joy, make us curious, and help us feel a little more connected. Whether it's a repeated symbol, a song, or a perfect little moment, take it as a reminder that life has its own unique way of saying, I see you. Thanks for tuning in to Sparks of Sunshine. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to tap that heart, follow along, or share it with someone who could just use a little sunshine in their life. Here's to enjoying the mystery, noticing the signs, and letting life's little hints keep us smiling. Until next time, keep shining bright, stay grounded, and we'll continue this journey together.